Thanks for checking us out on YouTube. The episode you're about to listen to is called Why Do I Fucking Work Here?, where J. Fox Jones and Luma finds the best way to tolerate their jobs. My name is Luma, and let's get into this week's episode.
This is what music is supposed to sound like.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the I Don't Know Shit podcast. I'm here with my co-host, J. Fox Jones.
And I'm here with my other co-host, Luma.
I'm actually happy that the one name thing, I like it better than the two name thing.
Are you good? Because I was about to say, you throwing shade because I have three names. So that's...
Yeah, you have a lot of syllables in your name. It's difficult to pronounce sometimes, but like it takes a long time to pronounce, which people will remember you for because like they're like, oh, J. Fox Jones, not like, hey Zach, this is Zach. But like you're J. Fox Jones. You're not like so another name that has three syllables is Emily, but it's so short, but like you're J. Fox Jones.
Got it. Perfect.
I don't know why I made that. That just came out of my head. Anyway.
No, that's good. That's good because I didn't know that was my name.
I have to tell you, I like being here. Like I like this gig. Like
recording.
Yeah. Like just do it every week, kind of getting together with you and doing this. Like I've had some pretty strange jobs in my time.
What?
My first real job was at Mart. And it's funny because I didn't really do much there. I wasn't like of any significance. I was the person that walks in that says hi. My title was greeter.
Okay.
So I didn't do anything else. Like I literally for like 8 hours a day, I greeted people.
Okay, so you were a greeter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you only stood in one spot and greeted people.
I stood in a circumference of a spot.
Uh-huh.
So like where the entrance is yay big, right? And I stood in the middle of the entrance as people would come by with their carts. And the people that come to Mart are like they're a different kind of people. So like it's basically like I was saying hi to everyone and like they wouldn't pay me any mind.
So you never did anything else. They never said, "Hey, can you go stock up something? Can you ring people up?"
Like do that.
That is the best job.
It would literally I would just stand there and say hi. They said wear your comfortable shoes, and that's what I did, and I said hi.
That's the best job because so many times, especially in retail, you're zoned to do one thing, but you pretty much do everything.
No,
like you could be stock, but you'll be ringing up, and then you'll also be like doing payroll and also closing up the store. Like it's like how I'm just a stock person.
That's true.
How did you get away?
Had that?
I mean, I've had it, but I never. I've had it, but I never did it. Like it was expected of me
to do all those things.
No, okay. So the position was stock, and I knew stock as being in the stock room, not on the sales floor.
Okay.
But in the retail world, stock means you do what you're told. So
okay.
So I was in stock, and they asked me to go support the sales floor, and I was like, "Cool, I just gotta go to the bathroom." And I would always find something to do that took way too long. And then by the time I came back, I'd be like, "Do you still need me on the floor?" And they were like, "No, continue doing what you're doing."
So you basically
so it was expected.
Avoid doing your work.
No.
You would ditch.
No, I guarded my work because I said, if this is stock, I'm only doing stock. So if you're going to try to pull me away from stock, nah, I'm not with it.
You're not with it. I don't know. Maybe because I was like so young, they didn't let me do anything else.
Probably.
Yeah.
Where did I work? My first real job was like after like working at camp and after school programs. My first real job was all right.
Oh, you mad excited? What?
Okay. So my first job after all like camp and counselor stuff, was working at this seasonal store, store, and it was cool because like it was my senior year, and one of our friends from my senior class got the job, and then he was telling other people about it. So one day I'm on AIM,
Hold on,
Instant Messenger.
What were you on?
AIM.
AIM?
Yeah. AOL Instant Messenger.
How old were you?
How old do you think I am?
No, but how old were you? Like that you were using AIM?
AIM? In high school?
Oh, in high school? Okay.
What do you think? I'm 16? So, I was on AIM. I had
using AIM in high school though?
Yes, I had a sidekick. I was a poppin' ass kid.
Damn.
Okay? So, I would change my away messages all the time. And I'd be like workflow, school flow, whatever. So
away message. I haven't heard that phrase in like mad long.
I always had to customize my away message so people knew what I was doing. This is before status updates. So I was on AIM and my friend hit me up and she was like, so and so is at work right now. And I was like, where does he work? And she told me, and I was like, damn. So I hit him up and I was like, word, you got a job? And he was like, yeah, come through. So it was an open house, and I just happened to hit him up as the open house started. So I went downtown. I didn't even have a resume on me. I just went downtown and filled out the application, and they were like, cool, you'll start on Tuesday. And I was like, no problem. And they were like, $10 an hour. I was like, what? $10 an hour? $10 an hour being a high school kid? Like, basically they told me, here's $1 million. Here's $1 million.
You got lucky.
I got real lucky.
Yeah.
Because minimum wage at the time, I think, was like 7, maybe?
Yeah, when I was working at Walmart, I think I was making like hold on, wait, I was making $10 an hour to say hi to people too. That's why I worked there. I was like, oh my God, now I realize why I was so excited to work there. Like every day I come in with the biggest smile on my face. I'm like, and people that are around me, the people that work in there, they were like 70, 80 years old, and they were just downers. Like I was happy to be there, and like
that's a lot of money.
Yes. Now I realize.
I mean, like, not right now. Like, if that were offered to me right now, I'd be in a state of depression. But, like, then, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So they said $10 an hour. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, you gotta be kidding. You gonna pay me $10 an hour? I take it. So I was working there. And basically, I wasn't really doing nothing. We were just all hanging out and stuff. So one of my friends, it's all right. I can say this. So, because I'm not mentioning no names or nothing. So, one of my friends,
you know who you are.
Yeah, but yeah, somehow got into payroll. Okay, got into payroll. So we got paid every Friday. Somehow this person got into payroll.
Like got hired into payroll?
No, like logged in.
Oh snap! Okay.
And I get to school. It was we got paid every Friday. I get to school on like a Wednesday. And I remember because the Sidekick slide came out that day, right? So I get to school on a Wednesday, and him and my other friend are like, yo, we got paid. And I was like, how? It's Wednesday. He was like, we got paid. So I go to the ATM, and I checked. Yo, he added extra hours in all of our checks and had it in our account that day.
Yo.
And because I was a senior, I had like one class. So right after that class, I went to T-Mobile, got my Sidekick slide.
Lit.
Got my Sidekick slide. Okay. That shit was so glitchy though. As soon as I slid it up, the screen turned off.
First of all, you were 16 and already scamming?
No, I wasn't 16. I did not say I wasn't scamming. I wasn't 16. I was 17.
You were 17 and scamming.
I wasn't scamming. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time with the right people.
The right scammers.
Correct. I didn't have no Nike tech, I wasn't really scamming like that. I wasn't a scammer.
But you were associated with the scammer.
I can't do nothing about that. Hey, you put money in my account. What am I supposed to do about it?
Oh, man.
What am I supposed to do about it? Call the cops on you?
No, I just can't listen to this anymore. This is like,
you mad because I had money?
No, okay. I'm not. Like, I'm not a hater that you have money. Like, you have money. Like, good for you. Like, congratulations.
Thank you.
More props. Bless
much.
up. Like, I want you to be successful. Like, I wish all that for you. But like, you scamming though?
I wasn't scamming.
No,
I came into school. I came into school ready to get my knowledge on.
Right, I just don't want to be associated. Like, I'm like, I don't want to be associated.
I had my textbooks.
And I respect all scammers. Like, I really do.
And
like,
I was ready
that's
to
something
do
hard
my work.
to do. Like, I couldn't scam myself.
And I was ready to get a good grade, and I was just told that I got paid. I mean, if I told you right now, check your account.
Yeah.
and you had mad extra zeros in your account, what you gonna do?
I'm probably gonna blow it on some Jordans because, like you said, I need to get my sneaker game.
Yeah,
up.
you need to really get that. So you're gonna appreciate having a few extra zeros in your account.
Yeah, true.
So that was my first taste of like not working with kids or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is lovely.
No.
So then after that, I worked. So that was seasonal. So after the Halloween season, it was done. After that, I worked for $bucks, and that was.
How old were you at this time?
17.
17? Okay.
So I could only work 4 hours.
Oh.
And that was
I think only work 4 hours at 17?
Yeah.
I was 16 and working more than hours than you.
I told you were abused.
Yeah, I was getting money. I
wasn't standing for that. So at 17 I started working there, and it was a little bit above minimum wage, but not much. So, it was like, a downer because I was just getting mad money. So I started working at $bucks, and I loved it until I left. Right? Once I left, I felt a little sad because I was like, yo, all my people were there, and I make a mean latte. I know the customers. Like, I was.
You do know a lot about coffee.
I do. Don't mess with my coffee.
No, you really do. Like, you actually know, like, quite a good, like, you taught me some things about coffee that, like, I'm like, now I'm a coffee entrepreneur. Do you say that?
Nope.
I say that?
Connoisseur, maybe.
Connoisseur. Yeah. I meant to say that.
No. If you want to start your own coffee business, then you could be a coffee entrepreneur.
See, like, talking things into existence. That's what I like.
Okay. So I left and I started working at another retail spot. And that retail spot, when I worked at Starbucks, I worked every single day. I never called out, never had an issue. I started working at another retail spot where they didn't care if you showed up. I was like, what? I was like, why have I been working here?
If you showed up?
Like,
where were you working?
You know where I was working. You know where I was working.
Where? No, really. Where were you working?
Where I met you.
Huh.
And it was so different.
So hold on. What age is the progression where you like? Because you were 17.
Yeah.
And then like.
And then I worked at.
And then
I was 20.
And then so now you're an adult. And then you started working at.
I started at 20. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And when I first started, I was working both jobs.
Oh, so you're working 2 jobs?
Yeah.
You're half Jamaican.
Yeah. Yeah, I was working 2 jobs. Honestly, this year. What is it? Either this year or last year was my first year only working 1 job, like for the entire year.
Oh, what? Hold on. Like now?
Yeah.
Wow, you work hard. Well,
when I have to.
Like, you mean a full, like a job, like a wage job?
No, I mean like when I first started working at, I worked at and $bucks.
Okay.
And then the next year, and then I continued working at and $bucks, and then 2012 I worked at and then I worked at.
So you've been around in retail.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Not like crazy.
Yeah.
It's always like upscale, whatever. But like, yeah, I've been around. This is my first year not just only working 1 job.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I can't believe we met. Like, that's where, like, oh man, that's cool. Okay.
The magic happened.
Like, my job progression in like retail was like, I was working at Walmart, and
can I ask you something?
I quit. I didn't quit Walmart. They let me go. Well, I don't know. It was a mutual decision. We both decided this wasn't right for us, right? Oh yeah. What's the question?
Where did you work? Where was there Walmart?
Oh, so yeah, I was all the way up in White Plains, New York.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I worked at that
by
one.
the Galleria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like none of the employees will remember me because I was a greeter.
Yeah.
So if you go back and ask, yo, you know Luma, they're gonna be like, who?
Yeah.
Luma, who?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't even remember me. Anyway, they used to call me Andy. It was weird.
That's not that weird.
Yeah, because only a select few people call me Andy.
Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, I used to work at Walmart.
Yeah.
Right. After Walmart, like, so something happened where I couldn't stand up.
Oh,
I don't remember what exactly I was. I think I sprayed.
Was it when your legs broke again?
My legs broke again.
When they broke, remember they just broke out of nowhere. You told me your legs broke out of nowhere one time.
Not my legs, one leg.
Oh.
I didn't have 2 broken legs. Like, so one of my legs broke. I was like in 2nd grade at that time, so it wasn't that.
Okay.
But I had something wrong with my leg where I couldn't stand up. Or something in my ankle, and I had to take a few weeks off.
Yeah.
And the HR manager called me like 3 weeks later. It's like, yo, are you coming back? And it took him 3 weeks to notice that I wasn't there. And so just so you know, like the kind of place I'm working for.
Yeah.
Right? And then they called me like 3 weeks later. You coming back? I'm like, no, my leg is still messed up. Like I'm not going to come back for like probably another like few weeks. And then they called me a week later and they said, hey man, like we're probably gonna have to like let you go. And I was like, no, don't let me go. Let me come in. Let's talk, right? And then so like because you always like any relationship, you need to like kind of like like know where their boundaries stand once you end things, right?
Yeah.
So like I came in, I talked to her, and like we had a really good conversation. So like I decided that like art wasn't the best choice for me at that time. I was graduating. I was in my senior year, so I was graduating high school. Yeah. And I was like, I'm like, this is not for me, right? I just can't do this. So like, and then like I was older, so like I was working there when I was 16, right? So I was a little older now, and like I was like I kind of matured, and like I realized what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like
that you didn't want to be there for the rest of your life.
Not like I wouldn't be there for the rest of my life. Just get that clear. Like I wouldn't like I wouldn't be that place that like I would say, you know what, I'm gonna grow with this. No, I'm telling you, I wouldn't. So like I had dreams and aspirations. Actually, no, I didn't. Not that time. Anyway, I really did it. Like I was like, let's see where this takes me. Yeah. Like I didn't really know what I wanted to do in my life. Yeah. But anyway, so me and Mark came to a decision where we were like, the best decision is if we split up. Split up. So we split up, right? I stopped working for. I was unemployed for like a year, and I was making money through other means. And we're not going to talk about that. Anyway,
you can't just say that and then not elaborate.
Like, okay, so I had like jobs where like I would get paid to do things.
Okay, let's leave it there.
Yeah. So anyway,
like with old people.
One of them were old.
So were you trapping though?
No, not at that time. I didn't live that life back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you were just doing weird things with old people for money. Got it.
You make it sound so bad. Anyway, so like the summer where and I also like some things I did for weird jobs. Some things I did for money is I was big into music, so I was like doing like music producing and like engineering in the studios and stuff. So I used to do that. Just like a bunch of odd jobs.
Yeah,
like, here and there. So it's kind of like freelancing, whatever. So I did that, right? And then I applied to work at and I got the job at and I was working there and for like a long time. Like I worked there for like 3 years. And then
like in the same position?
Yeah. I moved apartments though.
Okay.
Yeah. First I was selling cameras. Then I started selling TVs.
Oh.
And then I started selling computers.
Big time.
Yeah.
Look at big time here.
I know. Just moving from department to department to department. Yeah. I was almost Geek Squad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That doesn't really mean anything though, right?
No. You don't know what Geek Squad does?
What?
So Geek Squad, if people have an issue, we don't fix it in the store. We send it to the manufacturer to fix it. That's what a Geek Squad does. So like if you have an issue with your like Toshiba computer, you bring it to Geek Squad to fix it. But Geek Squad sends it to Toshiba and Toshiba will fix it. Send it back to us and we'll say, thank you. Where's our money?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So like a customer may not like know how to send something to Toshiba. Yeah. So that's what Geek Squad does.
Yeah. But don't they also install things? Like they can install a TV
like,
on a wall or something?
Yeah. Yeah, but like, I mean, anyone that can follow directions could do that.
You coming for me?
Hold on, you didn't know.
I just really want my TV on the wall.
And your TV's not on the wall yet?
Nah.
Oh, man.
But since you've been Geek Squad, maybe later.
Yeah, sure. You have instructions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. We could do this.
YouTube.
So yeah, I was working at and then like I quit because I got a job at another place where I met you at a and I was working there for a while. And while I was working at actually, I got I was working 2 jobs. I like you, and I worked at.
Oh, how was that?
Yeah, well,
don't you have to be like really hot to work there? That's what I heard.
Sexy Luma costume came in hand.
Oh, but seriously, you have to. You're adorable, but seriously, I heard you have to be very like the people that stand out front.
So I didn't have my shirt off.
Okay.
I worked in.
You stocked?
I worked in the stock room.
Word.
Yeah.
Because I also heard you have to be very white in order to be on the sales floor.
No, I was on the sales floor.
What?
Yeah.
Well, they must not have known.
Yeah. Because it was very dark in there. You ever been in the?
Mm-mm.
It's very dark in there. Like you like black people are not like noticeable. So
Oh,
like
okay.
You stand in the back and look at
just
the
don't
walls.
Smile.
Yeah.
You
have to keep your eyes closed. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not noticeable.
Just nod your head.
Yeah. And they gave us very dark clothes to wear. Like we had this like dark navy tee with these dark jeans. And some flip flops that were also dark.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were totally like absent from like the shopper's experience.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, has an overnight on Fifth Avenue.
They do.
That's where all of the non-hot, non-white people work. That's that shift.
Yep.
Yeah.
They used to come in, and when I like the mood used to change so bad. Like it was like not bad, not for the worst, right? But the mood used to change like so quick, and it was like it was bad that the mood changed like that, right? It went from being this like, hey, what's up? How you doing? To like what was playing? 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying just started coming on like on the radio for whatever reason. Yeah. Like once it hit 10 p.m., that's it. Like it was like, yo, if you're not gangster, get the fuck out of here. Like it was like, yeah.
So crazy. You were working at in
Hollister, yeah. I was working at
okay, and then you got the job at and then you dropped both of those.
I dropped the job at probably 2 weeks later.
Okay.
Yeah, after I got the job at yeah, because I was like, and I was working when I first started working at I was working far, so I was working in Westchester.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. And for you guys that don't know, like New York is the 5 boroughs, and Westchester is like a county outside of New York. It's far. It's very far.
It's far, but it's accessible. Like if you take the Metro North.
Yeah, it's accessible, but it's like it's annoying.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you have to run on that schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool. So I was like that was my experience in retail, like customer service. I actually enjoyed working at when I was doing cameras, but when I was doing everything else, it was weird. Like
I enjoyed Starbucks. I hated it. Like
was it the customers you would get, or was it the employees that you were working with?
Honestly, the only time I worked with customers ever was when I was working at Starbucks. Because after Starbucks, I was stock always. Even when stock was required to be on the floor, I was like, nah, I'm stock. So
that was your position. You weren't anything else. Like you made that very clear.
Yeah. Because working with customers at Starbucks was fine. Like I knew the customers, I knew their drinks. A lot of them, I enjoyed their conversation. But once I got a taste of not having to deal with people, I was like, oh, this is the way to go. Like I don't even know how to interact with customers anymore. So I never worked with the customers at, but the people, just the atmosphere and the people I worked with at made me want to work with like I wanted to be on the sales floor because it felt like working in a men's locker room.
How is that bad?
Well, one, I'm not a man.
Please explain.
It's bad because it's just trash talk and like
gossip and
it's just trash talk, gossip, and like, yo, LeBron James got more money than Kobe Bryant. No, fuck out of here. No, you don't. Google it right now. Google it. Yo, Shorty got the fatty. Yo, Shorty got the wagon. Yo, Google that right now. And it's just doing that all day.
Hold on. Shorty got the wagon?
Yeah.
I've never heard that phrase before. What's a wagon?
She's got a fatty.
I heard of a fatty, but why would a wagon?
Because you're dragging that wagon.
You push a wagon.
You push a wheelbarrow.
Push a wheelbarrow, which is a
I guess if she had like, I guess if she was like had a lot of stomach in her pants, it would be a wheelbarrow. But when it's in the back, it's dragging a wagon.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
I see. The thing is, like
a radio flyer wagon.
Big childhood. So I didn't know what a wagon was. Yeah.
So it was that all day, and it was, who got more money than who? Who's dragging a wagon? Fuck out of here! Fuck out of here! Fuck out of here! Google that shit right now.
Damn, you were working.
And I was always tired because I was working 2 jobs, so my tolerance was very low. So to hear that for more than 10 minutes, yeah,
that's rough.
And then one time, and then the managers weren't any better because the managers would not only like they would engage in the conversation, they would initiate those conversations and get mad when it was time to close and our sections weren't done. It was like, maybe because you were standing around with us talking about the wagon all day. And one manager said that we worked so horribly, he can get a monkey to come in here and do our job.
Oh, snap. And I was that's disrespectful.
Word.
That's disrespectful. I wouldn't take that.
And I was like, for real, a monkey?
Monkeys are smart creatures, though.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a monkey's smart. Of course he could do my job. So what's the point you're making? I'm barely doing my job. So yes, a monkey could do my job. It was the worst. Damn. But that discount?
That discount, though. You do, like, your sneakers be on point.
I don't work there no more.
I know. That's why you're wearing Adidas. I was about to tell you. That's why you're wearing Adidas.
Yo, they treated, if you wore, so let's say I wanted to wear these Adidas right now, going to work. I could, but I couldn't be seen going into the building wearing Adidas. So I'd have to change my shoes prior to.
Did they give you shoes to wear, or do you have to?
They gave it to us. I just don't understand how it worked. Like some people were saying it comes out of your check, and then other people were saying that depends on how, like, if you're part-time or full-time. So I don't know. But yeah, they gave it to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like that, all that gear that they wear in the store, that's given to you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is cool.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
no, it's cool. It's cool.
So, like, who cares how they treat you? They give you free stuff.
And that's why you ended up working 13 hours as a 14-year-old. Who cares how they treat me? Who cares? Yeah, I hated it. Because, like, I understand checking employees' bags or whatever, fine. But on my days off, if I were to go shopping on my days off at that store, they would check my bag. I'm not even on the clock.
How'd they know you work there? Oh, I mean, okay, that was a dumb question.
I didn't even know where to begin to answer that. I was like, oh, well, let's see. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was the worst.
I used to avoid working a lot.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, like, I was this hard worker and all they did was stand around and talk all day. Fuck out of here. I did nothing. But I did nothing by myself. Like, I did no work alone. Like, I wasn't standing around with them doing no work. I was by myself doing no work. Like, I used to carry a stack of sneaker boxes past the manager's office. Yeah. Leave it by the elevator, go upstairs and take a break for however long, and then come back downstairs and grab that same stack and walk past the manager's office again. So it looked like I was doing work. Yeah.
But like in actuality,
I was just on break. Plus, I was so quiet because I didn't interact with people. Yeah. I was so quiet. They didn't really know who I was. So I had like 4 no-call, no-shows, but they didn't know who I was.
Oh, man.
So I was supposed to be there, but they didn't know who this person was, but I just wouldn't show up. So I wasn't doing hard work. I was just not engaged with what the other people were doing.
You were hardly working.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Most of the times I'm hardly working.
Oh, man. That's what I was doing.
I feel like that's the only way to work.
Yeah, because like
when you work retail, why would you work hard?
Yeah, it's like I actually was a hard worker. Like I was like, oh, I gotta be on time every day. Gotta be prepared, you know. I was like really, and then like the people that work there gave me like, you know, they have a certain attitude towards their job.
Yeah. And it rubbed off on you.
And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm working so hard. Like he getting paid like more than me. He ain't doing shit.
Right.
Like so I was like, fuck this shit. So like I remember my first full-time job, right? my first full-time job was when I started working at that was my first full-time job. And when I started working there, I was working I would use, because that's the first time I had like sick time and like like
that's what I said. When
like
I got there, I was wilding
vacation.
out. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. So you mean I could just not come in and still get paid? Let's see how this works. So I tried it once, right? I got paid.
Yeah.
I was excited, right? So I tried twice. I got paid. I was excited. Third time, they tell me I ran out of hours.
You weren't excited no more.
I wasn't excited anymore. And I didn't even know you could run out of hours.
Yeah, because you have to work in order to get those hours.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, and I made sure, like, the next job I get, I would never, like, that job, I could not run out of hours.
Yo, when I got there, because I didn't know anything about calling out or coming in late. No, coming in late I did know about, because if I'm on, like, I would be, if I just start a job, I'm early. And I'm early for, like, the first few weeks. But then once I miss my early train and I catch the train that gets me there just in time, now that's the train I'm aiming for. And then once I miss that train and I get there only a few minutes late, now that's the train I'm aiming for. So then I just start becoming late. But when I worked at Bucks, I didn't even, it's like, it was like I was in an abusive relationship. Like, I didn't even know my worth, because one time I burned all 5 of my fingers, wrapped
Doing
it up.
what?
Huh?
Doing what?
I touched the inside of the oven when it was on.
What oven? They have an oven at Starbucks?
Yeah.
Oh, that oven that you use to, like, warm up the sandwiches?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought it was
That's the
off.
cutest little oven ever.
Yeah, I thought it was off, and I put my hand in it and burned my hand.
Microwave. That's cool.
Like a vintage looking microwave.
Yeah.
I burned my whole hand. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not showing any sympathy to your hand right now. That's unfortunate. What happened?
I burned my whole hand. All 5 fingers were burned and blistered.
Yeah.
And I wrapped it up and I put a glove on it and continued to make drinks. Okay.
You're a soldier.
A soldier indeed. There was an attempted robbery, got maced in my eyes. I had
for a little over a minimum wage.
Well, at that time I was promoted, so I was
okay.
You know, I was getting money.
Okay.
But I got maced up in my eyes. I was shooken up, right? And then, so this was during opening hours. So then, by the time we were supposed to open, which was like 5 or 6, I can't remember. We were supposed to open around a certain time or whatever. So we did not open at that time because we had to fill out police reports and, you know, sort things out. Damn, so like I couldn't see and I couldn't breathe. And you know, I was shook. We opened at 9 that day. And I continued to work my full shift.
Yo, you're you're what they call an exemplary. You're what they call an incredible employee. Do you know the word I was trying to say?
I do, but I don't want to go through the struggle of figuring it out.
So, like, can you please help me out?
I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say, but I don't know if I know how to say it either. So I can't help you there. But I'm not that worker. The reason why I worked my full shift is because after that whole thing went down, I called my mom about it and told her about it. And she said, what I thought she said was that she was on her way to pick me up. She thought I said I was on my way home. So the whole time I was just waiting for her to come pick me up, and I ended up working my whole shift. Damn. And then when I got home, she was like, "Where were you?" And I was like, "I was waiting for you." So I wasn't like the best worker. I was just waiting for my mom to pick me up. But then once I got to and realized I could come in and just be like, I'm not feeling it today. I think we're gonna go home, guys. And they'd be like, "All right, feel better."
That's true.
I was what?
I know.
I had my whole hand burnt. I had my entire hand burnt to about tall skim latte. Tall skim latte.
No, there's so much leeway there. Oh man.
I can. Which reminds me, I'm gonna call out for next Sunday right now. But I can call out, and at the time you could call out for like a whole week and just be like, still not feeling well.
Oh man.
And you don't even have to make a phone call.
Yeah.
You don't have to make a phone. It's all email.
That's crazy. So the day they told me that it was email, like the way I call out via email. So some days I'd wake up, right? You know how you wake up and you're like. I don't think I'm going to work today, right?
Yeah, it's just
like,
that feeling. It's just that feeling. Yeah.
You start putting, like, you get ready, right? You start preparing yourself. Like, you take a shower, you get ready for work.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, you sit down and you're like, yeah.
You just don't want to.
I'm not going to do it today. Like, so I would call out for the most craziest reasons. Like, I'd send an email, and you know how, like, when I'm not used to calling out, right? So I'd make up things.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say, I'm calling out sick. No. I would, like, say, like, I have diarrhea, or I have, like, something that
it's a little embarrassing, but you still going to say it because it shows, like, you have humility. Yeah.
And, like, also, like, they wouldn't ask me for
more
further
questions,
details, right? They're not gonna say, "Yo, can we see your stools?" Like, they're not gonna ask me for that. So, like, things like that. And then, like, I got to the point where I was just lazy for, like, making up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, you know what? I'm calling out today.
That was it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it would say. It would say my name, the date, and it would say, "Hey, apostrophe, I'm calling out today."
Yep.
Dash my name.
That's how that's exactly how I call out. And I've called out to watch Orange is the New Black.
That's a great reason. It's a great show.
Yeah. And this is when it first started. So I was like,
the first season?
Season 1 and 2 I was watching, right?
At the same time.
Because I didn't watch
this is pretty recent.
No.
Season 2 came out, like, earlier this year.
No, we're up to season 4.
Oh. I suppose you would.
So I called out to watch both of them, both seasons. I finished season 1 on my last day of the weekend, and then I was like, no, I need to watch season 2. So I called out. I called out once because my peach was going bad.
Your peach?
Yeah, I bought a peach.
Like a fruit peach?
Yeah, I bought a peach and it started to get real soft. And I was like, I gotta eat. If I don't eat this today, it's gonna go bad. So I called out.
Oh my gosh.
I think calling out for the peach was probably my favorite call out because I ate the peach in like 3 minutes and then it was just like, now what? Now what do I do?
It's funny because, like, I used to call out and have something planned, but it was planned for after, like, I would have got off work.
Yeah, so you could have just gone to work.
Yeah, I could have just gone to work. But, like, I was like, I'm going to prepare for this thing because, like, I kind of want to do this thing. So, like, I would prepare for that. I remember when, like, I called out once for a date. I called out once because, like, I was, like, hungry, so I went to eat. And, like, I would have been late, so I just called out.
Yeah.
So, like, it was, like, I called out for, like, weird reasons. It was, like...
9 times out of 10 when I call out, it's not that I regret it, but halfway into my supposed shift, I'm always like, I could have just went to work.
Yeah.
Like, it's good that I'm not there, but technically I could have just gone to work. If it's not for, like, a show or, like, if it's not for, like, an event or for somebody saying, like, hey, you try and come through, then there's really no reason to call out.
That's true. I, like...
Oh, also if you're sick.
I never called out because I was sick.
Me either.
I never called out for a legitimate reason.
I've called out because like a loved one was sick, but I haven't called out because I was actually sick.
I didn't even call out. Like, I've never called out for a legitimate reason.
I've been like bad, like deathly sick, and
you still went to work, right?
No, forget work. I've been deathly sick and went to a water park.
Hold on. You were dying.
Yeah.
You went to a water park to have fun while dying?
Yeah. What I did was I had a lot of Theraflu and a lot of painkillers.
So you were high.
Yeah. But I figured that it was okay because by the time I got there, I was fine. But then on our way back, I needed more of those painkillers and some Theraflu. I felt very weak.
It seems like you have a troubling time.
I mean, my priorities were definitely not straight.
I think your priorities, like you had pretty good priorities. Like, I mean, going to the water park,
eating a peach.
I mean, top priorities to me. Like,
because I work at a place that allows that. If they didn't allow me to call out or go home early or come in late,
man,
that peach would have gone back. I would have had to throw that peach away. I would have thrown that whole damn peach away.
That's one of the best jobs. Like, I have a job now where, like, I have unlimited like vacation hours, and I'm afraid to use them.
Why?
I'm afraid. I don't know. Like it's like that's too much privilege, you know? That's like
I don't know.
Yeah, like it's like I asked like I
unlimited
specifically
like what?
asked them, right? I specifically asked like, so how long can I be away? And they said there's no limit. And
There's got to be a limit.
I was like, yeah.
That's like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
I think they're fucking with me. I don't really know. Like, you know, they test you. They're like, here, have this, and then they're like, oh, you really want to use it?
Right.
All right. You know, and
you
I'm
gotta
afraid
read the fine print because there's definitely a limit.
They're in this no fine print, and that's the thing. I'm really afraid to use them. Like I used 20. I'm just afraid to use more. Like I'm afraid.
No, yeah, there's something there because basically you could like leave for a year and go work at another job and come back and be like, I was on vacation.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's a bit awkward to me. I'm truly, honestly, like in my heart, like I'm fearful to like use all those hours.
You don't work with customers either, right?
No. Not now. So like my retail experience has been like I think I'm pretty good with people, right?
Yeah.
Just like I don't like stupid people and I don't like old people. I don't know why. Oh no, I know why. Because of my experience in retail.
Yeah.
I used to work at in the Upper West Side.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You worked at Upper West Side?
So many old people.
Oh.
So many old people.
Yeah, I know.
And like it's like, man, like once you deal with one elderly person after another, and at this time I was working where I did like a lot of trainings.
Yeah.
So you kind of like sit down with these old people and like
really like one-on-one time.
Yeah, and it's like, man, I'm learning too much about you. Like I met this one lady who wanted me. She's like, and get it, like I'm gonna set the background. Lady comes in. She's not a young lady at all. She's in her like upper 70s, right?
Okay.
And she's dressed very like nicely, like she got money. So she's dressed very nicely. She's like, you know, she carries herself very well. But she comes to to set up her dating profiles. And so like every time, like, and it's funny because every week she comes in, I work with her. So she would always like set up that.
She would request you specifically.
Yeah, to work with her, and she would be setting up her dating profile. I remember the day when we took that picture. She asked me to take her picture for her in the store. The reason why she said she wants to take it in the store because she wanted to look like she's social. She wanted to be around a lot of people. So she took it in the store, and she was around a lot of people, and like that was her dating profile picture, and like I took that picture, and now I will forever be part of her life.
We're introducing a new segment called Phone Invasion, where Luma and I will swap phones to get to know more about each other. Today, we're going to go through our most recent Google search history. What is this?
What is it?
Are these penises?
Oh, what is it?
It just says viewed image from thescienceofeating.com.
Can we, what does it say?
Would you like, that's
talk about
it. It's just, it looks like a photo of a penis. But it looks like something's wrong with the penis.
Yeah, okay. What did I Google before that?
I don't know.
Okay, I know why. Okay. Yeah. I know why. So story behind that, right?
So you search HSV1 genital.
Yeah. The reason why is because like I was scrolling through Tinder, and as I was scrolling through Tinder, that was in someone's like bio. that
they have an HSV1 genital?
Yeah. And that's when I looked it up. I didn't know what the fuck those letters meant. So like, yeah.
And you saw this on a man's profile?
No, on a woman's profile.
So then why is there a penis?
That's what it showed. So I was wondering, like, maybe that woman had a penis. Or maybe, because there were images of, like, vagina as well. But, like...
But you gravitated toward the penis one.
I didn't know why. I was like... this could happen to someone, like, and this is what it would look like on me. So, like, that's why I looked. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
So, what is this HSV?
It's a
virus?
form of it's a form of herpes on your penis. or vagina.
Yeah.
Now that I know, I didn't know the letters. Like I knew the word herpes, but they didn't say herpes. So.
Okay, so the H is for herpes, the S we don't know, and the V is for virus.
Virus, I guess. Yeah. I never broke it down like that, but now that you broke it down, it kind of your face is squinting so hard. I had a hard time looking at the vagina pictures too, so that's why I like stopped looking at them.
Okay, yeah.
You're looking at them?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, because I want to know exactly what the HSV is.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to see
all of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You know, I'm gonna Google it on your phone because I don't want it on my phone. HSV1.
And I don't know what the one's for. I don't know if there's different stages or different levels of like
probably
herpes. So like I don't know what that all like stands for.
Okay.
What does it say?
HSV1 causes cold sores on the mouth, and up to 80% of the population has this virus. However, HSV1 may also be transmitted to the genitals through oral/genital sex, and about 40% of the genital herpes is caused by HSV1. Up to 22% of sexual active adults have genital herpes caused by HSV2.
The second level?
Yes, when you level up.
In this case, you don't want to be leveling up, right?
Let me read it. Let me read it again. Make sure I don't want to level up. Okay. Up to 22% of sexual active adults have genital. I don't know. Because if you already have one, why not get two? And it puts you in a different percentile because you're.
Now you're like
it's like upper echelon.
Yeah.
You're 22%. Yeah.
80% has
nothing. It's really nothing to aspire to,
yeah.
But it's definitely like if you were there, you'd feel elitist.
Yeah.
in some way.
I see. Yeah.
At least I would.
But that's how I got to that stage in my life.
So now, did you swipe left or swipe right on the person that said that they have HSV1 genital?
I hit super like. No, I'm joking. I swiped left.
Well, kudos to that person for being honest. It was like, just so you before you know, don't go swiping.
No, but that has to be a conversation you have with someone like you like just meet. Like you have to say, hey, like, you know, is everything good down there and up there? You know,
much respect for that person. How do I get out of here and back into your business? How do I get back into your business? Thank you for listening to the I Don't Know Shit podcast. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IDKS_podcast and like us on Facebook, I Don't Know Shit podcast.